Okay. Thank you, my friend Hussein, for actually warning me that the
Hope
sound.
my
Yeah,
sound
the
is
sound is
better
good
now.
now. So we're gonna start this. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on the replay and hashtag replay if you're on the replay party, and let me know where you're tuning in from, because we're gonna have some insights into my business and what are some of the things that I personally use to bounce back. We all experience setbacks. That's no doubt. We always have like this thing that, oh my God, what is happening? Now I'm being like, something is going on in my life that I just need to reset, reevaluate, reinvent, and I love this word because it that actually means that when you feel that you're going back, that you're like falling, you have to reinvent, not necessarily the whole you, but something in your business or in your life that can actually pull you up. And there's 5 days I want to talk about, what are some of the tools that I use to actually, go back into that peak state, into momentum really quickly. What sets me on fire again when I have these, oh my God, something is going on, something is wrong, I'm falling down. So let me know in the comment if you hear me. Drop below where you're tuning in from. I would love to, greet you. I am tuning in from Stockholm, Sweden, and yes, let's just start. And I also want to invite you, we have prepared or reinvented one of my best challenges that I had in my group. And we actually repurposed that content and created a course that is called Focus. Focus course. Simple. Focus. 5 days to focus. What's going to actually get you back on the track? 5 days to focus. Because I know that, sometimes is you have these setbacks, but then it's also important for you to keep that sharp focus, that tunnel vision. And day number one, or the technique number one, is actually today. So one of my, no doubt, the biggest assets and the biggest tools and the biggest, winning tools is having a clear mission. The mission that can be used and portrayed for all my viewers, listeners, clients, customers, everyone that come across to my brand, to my page, to my podcast, so they can identify with that mission. And simply stated, that mission is to help you to become fearless. And that's why the Fearless page, the Fearless podcast, the Fearless group, and all this stuff, because once upon a time, I was that, shy girl, and I was really struggling with expressing myself, saying what I feel, saying what I mean, and all this good stuff. And when I said no more people pleasing, no more hiding, no more being in the shadow, that's when this fearless movement came into fruition. And this is what I want to share with you. So my mission is to help you become that fearless leader, so you can every time and every day, in every way, take fearless action. And it's okay, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's my motto. Because I'm not saying that you shouldn't, feel the fear. Fear is there. We want to acknowledge it. But it's also like, what do you do with that feeling? What do you do with your fear? What is it that you can identify? What is that fear telling you? What is that fear actually? It's your brain literally like telling you that something is wrong and you shouldn't be doing it, but your heart knows that that's the the thing you should go forward. And how can we actually take that fear? How can we actually wrap up and, I love to do onion technique. What is it actually behind that fear? What is it inside? What is that fear actually telling me? So sometimes it's just, you know, not sometimes, but most of the times it's just something that we are afraid, is fear of unknown. What we don't know, we don't know. And most of the times we are afraid of the things that we don't know. And it's really important that we identify what is it that we are afraid of. And once we do that, and even if that's a scary thing, still that the mission will be that fuel, the mission will be that injection that will propel you to go towards that fear and overcome it. Because, oh my goodness, this is my favorite quote, and I'm gonna say it. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears, and your actions should be louder than your words. And once you take that fearless action, everything is possible, even if it's scary at that moment. When you overcome and you take that action, you will see that that's the best thing that you could do. Because most of the times, and I want to invite you to think about the moment in your past when you were so afraid of doing something. Maybe that was even when you were a child, go in front of going on in front of the teacher, in front of the whole class, and present something. Maybe that was really fearful experience for you. But when you look back, that gave you something, that gave you that strength and wings to overcome it, and the next time to be better in overcoming that fear. Maybe that was the fear. I had so many fearful moments in my life, and stories connected with fear. One of the biggest fears was definitely moving, and coming to Stockholm, moving here, because that was we had 5-year-old and a baby, 40 days old. And Lisa, hence she was also sick. Prior to that, she was in a hospital because she was really, really sick. And we decided that we were going to go, and we drove like 3 days. That was like, oh my goodness. When I see that built my resilience, that built my identity of being fearless. And I drew like 2,000 kilometers from Slovenia to Sweden with 2 small babies in winter, where anything could go wrong, anything. But I acted in spite of fear, and I didn't thought about what can happen. But only thing that actually drive me was that feeling of, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna create a better life for my family. That was my drive at that time. And once you overcome that, and you might not acknowledge all the things that you overcome, that's obviously a big thing, like moving. I'm not saying that you should. It's also like, telling your partner that you're not comfortable with something, telling your boss, if you're in the job, that you want a recognition, you want a promotion, whatever that is. Those small steps, those small action steps towards fear can build that resilience, whatever that is. And it's important for you to know, why are you doing those, fearful things? Because if you don't know, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a drive, you will not pursue that, because it's just like meaningless for you. So I want you to do this. So when you have a time, take, like, you really, really want to do this, schedule like 15 minutes and write down. Ask yourself, whatever you're doing at this moment, why is this important to you? If you're pursuing a dream business, and things will get hard. I'm not saying like dream business is something that, oh my God, we have like this Sir Richard Branson corporation or enterprise. dream business means for everyone differently. Maybe your dream business is just to quit your job, like mine was like before. Maybe your dream business is just to, start doing what you really, really love. Maybe your dream business is, where you are at this moment. Your mission and your vision will expand as you are expanding. It doesn't necessarily needs to be at this point when you're starting out. If you are starting out, I want to impact millions. In my life now, this is something that is like, totally doable. In my business now, is this like something that fuels me up, that doesn't even scare me anymore. From the beginning, when I set up my mission manifesto was like, right, impacting millions. Like, are you kidding me? Like, my brain would go, red alerts. Million people? How the heck are you going to impact million people? Where now, when I've been in business for a while and I know how many people I helped, like million is just a figure. It's just something that it's going to happen. It's already done. So for you might be like, I'm going to launch my first course, I'm going to get my first client, and ask yourself why is this important to me? Why am I so eager to do that? When you have this setback, when you have this fear, that's going to fuel you, that's going to help you to overcome whatever you're dealing with. It can be fear, it can be whatever. So I want to invite you to really take 15 minutes, put some nice music. I love to listen to binaural beats that really like empty my bowl and my brain, and I just start to brain dump the thoughts, the creative thoughts, and what do I want to achieve? Where am I going? What do I want to contribute to this world? How am I growing into this extraordinary person? Who is helping me? Like, and all the things that are coming your way, like you want to really write it down and set up yourself for that fearless person. If you're following me, if you're listening to me, like that's what I want for you, to be fearless. And I'm not saying, again, it's not that I'm not human, that I'm not afraid of things. Of course I am. But it's also, fear is just something that I recognize and I manage to cope with. Because there are so many fears. Like, what am I going to tell to my husband? What am I going to tell to, whatever? And there is also one fear, like, taking action, going out there, being visible. These are all the things that I know that you're afraid of, pressing that live button, go live button on your Facebook. That might feels, so fearful at this moment. You're so afraid. But I can guarantee you, once you do that, it's gonna have this relief and calm feeling. You're gonna feel, oh my God, I did this. I feel so much better. I can do anything. I hear this all of the time from my clients. Once they go live, they just want to go more. It's just like you become hooked. Maybe it's fear of going live, fear of sending your offer, fear of sending email and promote your business. Maybe it's fear of setting up your course. Maybe it's like fear of setting up your own group or your own Facebook page. Whatever that is, like, write down, why are all these things important to you? What are they going to allow you to do? What are they going to provide you? And maybe like you can go to the next level. What are they going to provide to your people? Because at the end of the day, when you look at your business and your brand as something beyond you, you should always have these goals that are not just contributing to your well-being and your abundance and your wealth, but also to other people. Once the goal is really helpful to not just you but also one other person, universe will always provide you, because universe works in favor of a lot of people, and it loves to manifest the things that are, collectively manifested. And when you think about your mission is not just you and your business, it's the mission that and the purpose that you are bringing into this world. So how will this, what you're doing, change humanity, change people's lives? So I really want to invite you to write, I am fearless and successful because, and write down whatever flows, when where your focus goes, your energy flows. So write down whatever you want to focus on. And drop a yes in the comment if you would love to have our free course. So 5-day free course on how to focus, because it's really important. I know that a lot of you might think, I'm focusing on what scares me instead of I'm focusing on what inspires me. I'm focusing on what might go wrong instead of what can actually go right. I'm focusing on what I can't control instead of I'm focusing on what I can control. So all these things, we actually, this was one of my best challenges. So we actually repurposed that content. We put a audio program and video program and some prompts to give you that clarity and give you that 5-step blueprint. I call it map on. So this is a 5-step blueprint on how to be more focused. So this is a free course, totally free. There is no pitch. I just see that, it helps me always to go back to the root cause, to go back to that initial state. Why am I doing what I'm doing? So we start with that. What is my mission? And this was today's lesson. I really wanted to invite you, even if you think now, yeah, I don't have a mission as Steve Jobs had for Apple. Your mission is uniquely yours. Your mission, it can literally be like, I just want to impact my family. And that is okay, because you're going to expand or you're going to grow. And when you focus on that little thing, which is big, you're going to expand that, and you're going to feel so much more empowered when you know why are you dealing with all the fears and all the procrastination, and why are you actually working so hard instead of you're just working so hard, you have nothing to show, and you don't even know why you are doing this. So once you get clear on that, this is going to be so good. So if you want the focus course, it's totally for free. Drop yes in the comment. Thank you, Hussein. And if you don't want to, there is no pitch. There is like literally nothing to sell you, but it's just, I really want to help you in terms of getting clarity, getting more focused, and focusing on the right things. But if you don't want to, I invite you to put some binaural beats. You can literally find them on Spotify or Insight Timer, that will help you to get clarity and to empty your mind and get mindful about what is it that you want. So put some binaural beats and just write, why am I doing what I'm doing? What is it that I actually want? So get clear on your mission. We all talk about this mission statement. It doesn't need to be complex structure and long letters. They literally be just 3 to 5 sentences that feel right to you, that feel good to you. Okay. I have my little daughter here, so she wants to have a brunch, and I'm gonna go right now. But I'm here tomorrow, same time, 10:30. Now I know what I need to have on my head to actually provide the voice. But yes, so tomorrow we're gonna talk about another thing that it's actually, gonna help you to fuel your energy, to bounce back, to get into that peak state, to get back into your action plan, to when you feel that, oh my God, I'm just losing the floor. So tomorrow, same time, 10:30 a.m. Stockholm, whatever that is in your country where you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna send you focus course, and I am excited to serve you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm grateful to all of you listeners, to all of you action takers, and yeah, have a great day and speak to you tomorrow.